What is up, people? What's going on? It's Tone Talk with Mark Uzansky and Dave Friedman, episode 177, and we've got 7 years
Jesus.
later. 7 years later, Sammy is coming back. So, Sammy Boller, how are you, Sammy?
7 years ago, he was on.
He was on 7 years ago. Yeah.
How is that possible? That is
Wow,
unreal.
Yeah, I looked.
That's crazy.
I looked
Just
it up.
goes to show you used to be young.
I know. It's the things
So
have
did we.
changed. But
All of us. used to be on.
Or
how was
younger.
it 7 years ago? That's
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I
thanks for
looked it
having
up.
me on again.
Yeah, absolutely. Sammy Boller. And
Lots to
happened.
tell.
Lots to tell in 7 years. Lots has happened. So I'll read out the title here. So Sammy of Sammy Boller Group, Citizen Zero, and now new touring member of Goo Goo Dolls. So that's an awesome gig, and we'll talk more about that. And someone said Sammy has nice hair. I hate him.
I love you too, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thanks, I guess. I don't know.
He does have good. So yeah, man. So Sammy's in New York right now. Isn't the weather doing good? Is it getting chillier?
It's a little chilly, yeah, but it's similar to like in Detroit. Yeah, it's supposed to rain the next couple of days. The past few times I've been in New York, it's been raining, but it's all right. I love being in the city, so it's all good. Can't complain.
I love the city. I really do.
I love it here, man. I'd live here if I could.
Yeah, I lived in the city for 3.5 years when I was in a band. I was playing drums and played in the Village. Did it all. I worked in a music store, like a CD store, and off of 12th and Broadway. And
Oh wow.
I did the whole thing. I lived on a futon for 3 years, and I tried to grow my hair like yours, but it didn't turn out that way.
Oh man, I didn't know you lived in New York, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I lived in the. I'm born in from Brooklyn. That's where I'm originally from.
Man, I didn't know. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah. I love New York. New York's like totally my hometown. So
Just move to downtown Detroit, and you'll feel like you're more like in New York, but not quite. But
It's
a slightly
different for sure,
slower
but
paced version of it.
yeah.
Detroit's my favorite, man. Like I've almost moved a couple times. Like I guess since the last time we did this, but I'll never leave Detroit. Detroit's the best.
Yeah. Do you live
Yeah.
Do you live downtown, or you live like a suburb outside?
I live like 10 minutes outside the city.
Cool.
But
Yeah, not
really
very
close to
far. He's
downtown.
like a close suburb of downtown.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
are
so
you
close by.
you stay close in touch with Dave Black? How's he doing?
Dave's doing well. We actually have the same birthday, so I texted him. Our birthday was a few weeks ago, so yeah, it's pretty funny. But no, I love Dave, man. I haven't seen him in a little bit since we were all together, Dave. But yeah, we need to catch up soon.
That's
He's
cool.
the best.
Yeah, he's awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing him at NAMM. I assume he'll be there.
Dave? No, he probably won't.
Oh, really?
We don't
Oh,
do
he's
the
not
same thing
coming?
we used to do.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but my friends Jason Tong is coming from
Oh, yeah?
Australia, and then my friend Shay from Monomyth Amps is coming also. They're going to be there,
Sweet.
and Sammy might be there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it for sure. Do you know the dates yet, or? I haven't yet.
It's the January 20 shit. Hang on. It is.
First or the 24th or something like that. I think.
It's technically the. Oh, okay, hold on. Ask me the hard stuff. 20. Yeah, I think it's 22nd, 3rd, and 4th
Okay.
Okay.
of January.
Yeah, I'm coming in a few days before that, and I'm going to leave on the 25th.
Because I know my hotel is from the 21st, and then I'm leaving on the Monday.
Got it.
Because
okay.
I'm leaving on Sunday. Sorry. Because even though technically I'm done Saturday night, you know how these shows go. It's like you got to wait, you got to pack up your stuff, and by the time you packed up your stuff, you're exhausted, and the last thing in the world you want to do is drive home.
So you stay Sunday night?
I'm staying down there on Saturday night to Sunday, so I'll leave to go back home on Sunday. Normally, I would
I
have
don't-
the show's over Saturday night. I would drive home Saturday night, but I did this last year too. It was so much better because I could just go eat dinner and then just go back to my hotel and like chill and
Relax.
relax and all that shit.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it usually go through Sunday, or are they not doing
It
that
used
anymore?
to.
It used to.
Oh, they
but
stopped
now-
doing that. Wow.
Yeah. Although for me as an exhibitor, it's kind of a pain in the ass because Sunday used to be a great day for me to walk around because it was kind of a
Right.
chill time and I could get out and walk around. Now it's like 3 days of straight Armageddon.
Armageddon. That's funny.
Isn't Thursday though tend to be like, because the Saturday's like what the
No, it didn't seem that way.
really? But Thursdays would be like slower because
Yeah, you would think that, but it didn't seem that way last year.
Hmm.
Last year was the first time they did the 3-day deal.
Interesting.
I missed it last year. Yeah, so I'll take your word
Yeah.
for it.
Well, if you don't have a gig, maybe you're coming.
I'd love to come. Yeah, I love NAMM. It's always so fun.
Oh, it's great. I will
And
say
he walks around drunk.
There's,
And,
I mean, that's
you know
there's
what?
only one way to
Honestly,
do it. Yeah.
I was going to say that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, come on. I mean, yeah, it's like it's a big party for a few days.
Yeah.
But and playing obviously, but yeah. No, I love NAMM. It's like you always run into so many people you only see like once a year. Like you only see them there. So yeah, it just turns into a party basically.
Yeah.
I mean, where else are you going to meet Michael Anthony? I mean, come on.
I remember you met him. I remember talking to you
Yeah.
after that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like right. When was
Hang
that?
on a
Like
second.
2018 or 19?
I think he was there 2 years in a row. I think so. Or maybe it was just 1 year, but yeah, it was either 18 or 19. It was right
Right.
before COVID. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was great. It was awesome to meet him.
Those
was
were like those two NAMMs I think were my favorite. That was like the heyday for me.
Yeah.
Which one? The 2019?
2019. I think it's like 2020 too.
Even
right?
2020 was great too.
like right before it happened.
Was
Before it
that the
turned into
last
a-
one? Was
That
right
was
before it
last
happened?
right before. Yeah, it was January.
Before it turned into
That was a
super
big one
spreader
still?
event. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
huge.
I think so.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
one that Vinny and I shared we shared a room together, Vin Moretti, and we had some guy next to us who sounded like he was dying. He might have been patient zero, maybe.
Could have been.
That's brutal, man.
Yeah,
At
like
your hotel.
we were staying at the Eden Rock.
Oh, yes.
man.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we just hear, like, and I don't normally share hotels with other guys, but like we're both in two different beds, and all of a sudden we just hear this guy go, like just, and it wouldn't stop.
He had too much to drink that night.
Yeah, no, it turned out he had a gallbladder attack.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's terrible.
his friend said
That's
that they
such
had to take him to the hospital and everything, and yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Oh, I remember this story now. Yeah.
yeah,
You
I remember you
heard
telling me
that
this,
through the
yeah.
hotel wall? Like
Yeah.
that was
No, it's
oh
so
my
thin.
god.
Dude, gallbladder's hurt, I think, from what I understand.
Oh, he was that guy.
That's so bad, man.
He was
Gallbladder
God.
is like maybe worse than a kidney stone, or maybe on the same level at least.
yeah,
Probably, yeah. That's insane.
You don't want either.
no, it was not.
Marty just had a gallstone.
Oh, really?
Is he all right? Or
Yeah, he's okay. It's just they had an attack. He goes, dude, it was the worst pain I ever had in my life.
Oh,
oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh,
not good.
Yeah,
okay?
that's terrible, man.
Yeah.
I need to get up there. I just watched Mike's video on Motor City Guitar.
oh yeah,
and I haven't
it was
been there.
great, right?
No, it's amazing. Yeah, that's so cool. You guys went up there. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's my favorite guitar store ever. So yeah,
I'd
I haven't
love
been up there in a while.
How
Have you
far
been
away
before,
is it
Mark, or
from
no?
I've never been. How far is it from you?
From my place, maybe like I don't know, a half hour, 25
Oh,
minutes.
but you don't go there all the time. You haven't been.
It's a little far to like just like go all the time. But
Yeah.
no, I love it. Like if I need something specific, I'll always go there and say hi to Marty.
That's cool. I saw they just had somebody pass away that was like a long time
Like
person.
I
client
know
or
that's
something,
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I think he worked on guitars for them or something.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm sorry to see that. Well, yeah, that's
So
that's
today is your album release, correct? Or yesterday?
Yep. Yeah, my
Okay.
record came out at midnight.
So your new
I think.
instrumental record, correct?
Yep. Yeah, it came out. It's been done for a while, but yeah, it was finally the right time to release it. So yeah, I'm excited it's out in the world for sure.
And is it called Sammy Boller Group? Is that what it's called?
It's just under my name. Yeah.
Okay.
But the name of the record's called Midnight Garden. So yeah, it's all instrumental. It's
Did
6
you
tunes.
send
It's an
Mark the
EP.
links?
He did not.
No, I
didn't.
can though. Yeah, I can
Okay.
text it to you, Mark, if you want.
Yeah,
Whatever's
Text
easiest.
me the link. I'll share it.
Text the link and we'll share where you can buy merch of Sammy's and or the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a
Midnight-
vinyl pressing.
Yes.
And that's like shipping now, I know.
Yeah, at the merch store thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, I love hearing stuff on vinyl, like after you know, it's all mastered and everything. It's pretty cool. It always sounds a little bit different, but you know, it's fun.
Well, yeah, because I mean, not a lot of stuff is actually geared towards vinyl these days. You know, as far as how it's recorded and
Not at all.
how it's
And
mastered, and it's a whole nother set of mastering for that.
you have to get it remastered for vinyl.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
But no, it's cool. I love it. I collect vinyl a little bit, so it's like, I don't know, hearing your own stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that is fun.
so you know, you saw the stuff at our house, yeah.
Here we go. Oh, nice website. Super cool.
Yeah, you can go to this. You probably want to list the link somehow.
I can put the link into the chat.
Yeah,
That'd be
that would be a
awesome.
good idea.
So here, I'll
Either
put
that
it
or share. Can you share your screen of the web page? Or is that what you're doing? Actually, I guess that's what you're doing.
now I was doing that. This is the web page right here. Can you
Okay.
can you see the web page?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just put the link into the chat there. So
Thank you guys. I've only seen this on my phone. I haven't seen it on the computer. It looks cool. Thank you.
Yeah, Sammy Boller .mercantile.com. It's in the chat, people. So if you're interested in any of that, his new album, which looks like purple vinyl.
It's purple vinyl, yeah.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah.
And
it looks, yeah, I just saw it in person for the first time right before I left town. But yeah, it looks cool in person. So yeah, thanks for sharing it.
Yeah, and then he's got all sorts of merch on there too, new merch and stuff, and a few other things, right? Picks, things.
There's guitar
apparel, and music and accessories and things. And
I still have my Sammy Boller picks.
If you guys are interested,
good, man.
Yeah, you
guys are interested. Oh, and wait, there's a tin for the picks.
Yeah,
there is a tin. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm working with I'm working with a new manager who set all this up for me. So yeah, it looks awesome. I haven't seen the tin in person, but I have those are my picks, obviously.
I like the logo too. I like.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to. What does
that logo mean exactly?
Yeah. What is that?
It's Hindi. It's Sanskrit. It means Ram. He's a Hindu god. I'm really into all that stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been using that as my logo for the past few years. So thanks, man.
Yeah. Super cool. Well, yeah. Make sure you guys check out the website. I put it in the chat. We'll share it again. But
maybe we'll put the link in. Can we put the link on the YouTube video later?
I can put it in the description of the video.
Cool. I can send you the link to stream it too. If you want to just listen to it, I just sent that to you too, Mark.
Oh yeah. Yeah, send the link for streaming too. Let's shove it in the chat here. So what's the deal with this record? Talk about this record.
Yeah, so it was a full band live.
It is a full band. Yeah, I worked with a new producer on this one. His name's Nick Sampson. He's an incredible guitar player. But he's mainly a producer. He's produced a lot of stuff for like Nita Strauss and Polyphia and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he lives in Michigan, so that's why it worked out. Like he doesn't live too far from me, so we started working on this like a few years ago. I think like 2022 is when we started recording. But no, he's been awesome, man. And this record's been finished for a little bit. I haven't had the right time to really put it out and do it properly. So No, I'm really happy it's finally out in the world, you know. But yeah, it's basically it's a little bit different than some of the stuff I've done in the past, like the way it was recorded and all that. But yeah, it was definitely like a collaboration between me and Nick. And yeah, he had a huge influence on the sound and all that.
So how would you describe it in terms of, you know, the overall
What's
theme?
different?
Yeah.
What's different? This record, like it goes from like super clean and ethereal guitar parts to super, super heavy. Like there's like an 8-string guitar in a lot of the songs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Nick works a lot with Polyphia, like I mentioned, and he had one of Tim Henson just like left a guitar at his studio, like an 8-string. So we were using that on some of it. And Nick's a really great bass player too, so he played bass on the record, which was cool. There's some like really intricate bass parts. And then my friend John Dudley played drums, who I've worked with for a long time. So it was basically a collaboration between 3 of us.
Awesome.
And sorry if I missed it, but where did you guys record it?
We did it in Michigan. There was a couple different studios. The studio I've worked at for a long time is it's called Rustbelt. It's in Royal Oak, Michigan. So we did some of it there. We worked a lot at Nick's studio, just at his place. And I did some of it. I did some overdubs and stuff at my studio at home. So it was like kind of a combination between those 3.
Right. I would imagine that, you know, nowadays with people, like you say, you have a home studio and stuff like that. But when it comes to drums and maybe recording like live, you probably go to like a pro studio to get that, you know, the main tracks. And then once you get that done, is that how it's typically done these days? Or I'm just curious.
That's how we did it on. Yeah, that's how we did it on this record. I mean, you have to go to a studio for drums for sure.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for guitars too, I mean, there's nothing better than mic in a cabinet, you know, like that's how I've always done it for sure. With this, some of the overdubs I did at home. My setup is I used heads, but through a 2-notes Torpedo Live. So some of the overdubs are through a load box into my interface or whatever. But that works really well. Like if you can't mic a cabinet, I think that's a pretty good alternative, especially if you're working from home. Yeah,
for sure. So which amps did you use with Friedman? Or no, yeah. You don't want to use that one, man. You know.
That was pretty good.
All right, that's it.
Last
episode done.
I'm done.
What episode is this? Mark it 177.
177 was the end.
Exactly.
Oh my god. That's so funny. So I used a Marshall and a Vox. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of it's the B100. I'm borrowing a friend of mine who Dave knows as well, and he might be in the chat, Mark Stewart. He has like an amazing collection of vintage amps and guitars and stuff. So he's been so cool with me since we met. Like he loans me stuff for recording and all that. He has a 1968 Super Lead that's like completely original. So I use that on a lot of stuff. And then I borrowed, it's also his, it is his, a really old Vox AC30. So it's like a kind of a combination of those 3. And I was using one of his, he has a vibroverb, like a really old vibroverb with a 15, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And that I use that for a lot of the clean parts. Is that amp like that is a really cool amp because you can crank it up so loud and it doesn't really break up.
I hear that. That's what Stevie Ray Vaughan used, isn't that?
Yeah, I think he did with a combination of that, and
that was one of the ones. Yeah.
Somebody just said, "Be honest, you used a dual rack." That's hilarious.
Stephen Douglas there with a little comedy coming in.
To be honest, I don't know if I've ever actually plugged into one of those. To be completely honest,
a dual rack, really?
After all these years,
really?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know if
I had to have.
You had to have.
Yeah, I had to have, at least for like just, you know.
It obviously didn't make any sizable impression.
Yeah,
I had the Rectoverb, which I don't know if that's.
Oh boy.
which that sucked too, and that was a combo. But yeah, I've never plugged into a dual rec either.
I get the extreme pleasure of working on Incubus's tremo verbs.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Crappy.
What a bunch of what's just a pile of shit they are. Holy crap. They're chock full of noises and all sorts of things. I don't really understand. But okay. I can work on
Do
it.
they still make those? I've never heard of that.
No, I don't think they make tremo verb. Tremo verb's a rectifier essentially with tremolo and reverb.
And the recto verb was just
they're combos, and they weigh like 1,000 pounds each.
Yeah, the combo was ridiculously heavy.
I mean, it's stupid. They come in, and I'm like looking at the tech, and I go, "You're moving it, not me, man." And we leave them in the trays that they're in, the case trays that they're in, just so we can wheel them around, not lift them.
After all these years, you think he'd try something different?
I was talking to him about that. I go, "Come on, we can make something cool."
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
that's crazy.
I like
them. They're cool. I always like that band.
Oh yeah, no,
Incubus is amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, I would love to do something with them.
I had a buddy of mine come over today, and he plugged into my rig with the BE 100, and also with the Plex, and with the wet dry wet, and he was like, "Oh, I never want to leave." He was just it was fucking awesome. So Adam, if you're watching, it was great to hang with you today.
That's what happens. Not much done anymore, but if you do get a chance to plug into something like that, it's just like jaw dropping.
Oh, he loved it.
You remember NAMM like that with the 3 cabinets going with the wet dry wet delays, and you're like, crazy. "Oh God,
yeah, it's insane." Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane.
It really
it's unreal.
So then you've been doing some other recording because you've gotten back together with your former band, Citizen Zero.
Yep. Yeah, we just got back together, and our reunion show's next week. So if anybody's in Michigan, we're playing at the Machine Shop on Friday. So today's Friday, a week from today.
Yeah.
But no, that's been fun, man. That was like my first band. You know, we were teenagers when we started. It's been amazing. Like at first it was like we started hanging out again, and it was like, all right, we should just do a show. But the more we were hanging out, it was like, it's like old times. It's like you grew up together. So we just started to do some new music, and that's the last time we hung out, Dave. I was in LA. We're doing a new record with a producer named Jim Kaufman, who's like amazing, who just bought one of your amps.
You sold it. Basically, I for the sessions, I loaned Sammy a Jose 100, and then Jim was like,
I'm taking it.
Fuck, I need one.
Yeah. By the end of the first day, he was asking me.
He was like, I gotta get this.
Well, that's the first time I had actually played one. I'd watched all the clips online, and it obviously sounds insane. But I borrowed you were nice enough to let me borrow one. But I cannot believe the thing I was most blown away by that amp is the amount of different types of distortion you can get out of it. Like the amount of sounds you can get from just the switches and the gain. It's unreal. It's like an unbelievable recording amp. And I'm sure live too, but I'm gonna use that on like all the new Citizen Zero stuff. It sounds insane.
Well, now Jim has one.
Yeah, and then so I put them in touch, and Jim bought one, so now I don't have to borrow one.
I went over to Jim's studio, and wonderful studio, wonderful guy.
You guys should have him on, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, we talked about it. That's a plan. That's going to happen for sure because
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
He's a gear geek for sure. Studio gear geek for sure. What about all those Soundgarden channels that he has?
Yeah.
He bought a bunch of Neve channels from Michael Beinhorn, producer Michael Beinhorn, that were used on the original Soundgarden, Super Unknown stuff. And he's like, yeah, this was this, and this was like, that's cool. That's really cool.
That would be cool.
He's a great producer, man. Yeah, we're all like
He's,
blown away with
he's got a
what.
thing, the cool thing that I liked, and because you kept sending me mixes and
Yeah,
everything. And what I liked is what he listens, he kind of listens to it like I listen to things, sort of, I think. I mean, in fact, we talked about this a little bit when I saw him. The excitement and vibe of something, and how to make it fresh without sounding old, but still, keeping the excitement of everything. And there's a fine line, a lot of distortion, basically. Acoustic guitar, distort it. Vocals, distort it. Bass, distort it.
It's killer, dude. When he would send the first mix, when you're making a record, like, you usually go through revisions and stuff. But once he started sending mixes, I was listening to him just going, it's magic. Like, we can't change anything,
Yeah,
just because it catches, like, he caught something where it's like there's so much energy in the recording, and it actually translates through the mix. It's really hard to do that. Yeah, I don't know. He's a great producer and a really good mixer as well.
Like I said to you too, it's like you can nitpick a mix till you kill the song.
Oh, definitely.
Till you've ruined it.
Yep.
Oh, I want this louder. I want this louder. I want this louder. You have to just listen to it as a complete thing and go, does this make me smile? Does this make me have some sort of feeling, does this make me angry? Does this make me, feel something? And I think if you go for the vibe of the song and not the perfection of the song, you're much better off.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of the time it can just, the more revisions, if you keep going over and over and over, it can kill it after a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can make it better, like if you're really dialing it in, but I don't know. Yeah, I loved working with him, man. I'm excited. We're going back in December to do some more tracks.
Yeah.
But
we'll be hanging then again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. But no, he'd be a good guy to have on the show, man. Like, he's worked with a lot of great bands over the years.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, he's great.
Cool. That'd be great. Get it scheduled.
Yeah, I already talked to him about that. He's down.
Okay.
That's cool. I'm glad he bought a Jose too. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, he needs that in his studio. Like, he has his, his buddies' amps and stuff, and that's cool for what they are. But he doesn't really have like
what that amp does.
A heavier style amp. You know what I mean? Like, that does a little more aggression.
He got this one tone. Like, I used that amp on everything. For this like one overdub we did, it was pretty cool. I think he discovered it by accident. Like, I don't know, prior to the session, obviously, but I just went direct. But I like went into a Neve, and then I went into an API, but like distorting each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, just running into each other.
And then a compressor, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the craziest fuzz you've ever heard.
Well, that's sort of like the old Jimmy Page thing, where it was like, I think it was Heartbreaker or something, where it was like, it was direct through a couple things, like exactly what you're describing, basically.
Yeah,
where they're distorting like some 1176s and some different things, and just yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's pretty cool. And it turned out cool on the track or whatever.
Awesome.
So for an overdub, it was sweet. Yeah.
Sweet. So how would you describe what's different between Citizen Zero and your solo stuff?
I mean, my solo stuff is all instrumental. I'd say that's the biggest, the biggest thing. It's just like a different approach to writing the songs and everything. With Citizen Zero, like our first record, at least for me, like that was some of the first music I ever wrote. We were like all really young, so we kind of had a lot of firsts together as a band. Like, first time getting on the road, first time, like getting signed, all that stuff. So just a lot of shared experience there. But we've been rehearsing in my basement, like for the show, like and up like through last week. Like I just left town a few days ago,
Mm.
and that's the first time we had played all these songs in like a really long time. Like our last show was in 2018, but there's something about it. It's like when you kind of grow up together, it's
Yeah.
like family almost, you know. So I don't know. There's a chemistry there, and it's like playing the songs you wrote when you were that young. Like it's just been really fun. So yeah, that show is going to be out of control.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's
Yeah, it's
you know,
going to
I
be fun.
bet you'll probably have a lot of people there.
It's there's a few tickets left, but it's going to be nuts.
so I thought you were when you were saying we got a gig coming up. I thought you were going to go, and it's at Harpo's. I thought for some reason.
The only time I
be
ever
fun,
played at
too.
Harpo's was at your show, Dave, or the Seduce show that you were at. Yeah, Harpo's is legendary.
Mhm.
They're still plugging away.
They're still around.
Oh yeah, they're still plugging away. And I'm sure it
yeah, there's a
smells
new
just
owner.
the same in there.
Smells the
Huh?
same, new PA, but yeah, it smells the same,
No,
and it's like the new PA. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say new owners?
I'm pretty sure.
No,
like
I think
in the past.
doesn't Rosie? No, I think Rosie's still.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
They
I think
revamped it though, for sure.
Well, they've been revamping it over time for a long time. I think Rosie though is still there. I still see
Really?
posts from him about it. Yeah.
Oh, then it's got to be okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but
it's
they
got to be
definitely-
him. I
Yeah,
mean,
they've
they've
been
been
putting money
working
into
on it on and off for the last 10 years almost since he had it or something. Not 10 years, but maybe less.
Yeah.
Since then, like they did stuff before that show and they kept doing stuff, you know. I mean, that's a ominously huge place to think about doing any changes like that. It's like you just look at it and you're like going, well, that's $40,000 just to do the paint job, or that's this, you know, like it's huge
unreal.
money. Like just because it's so large, you know, it's so
Yeah, and the stage
crazy-
is like it's crazy, and the stage is like 15 feet off the ground or something. It's
yeah,
so
that's
tall.
cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I love that. That's actually that show was the first time I ever did like an instrumental performance. I'm pretty sure was that show you did with
Oh, really?
Seduce, Dave. I'm pretty sure that was the first show ever. Yeah,
Wow.
at least with a band. Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't know if I've been back there since then, but if anybody wants to know, if you're not from Detroit, like if you want to see what that is, there's a Black Label Society concert that they filmed there, and they drank the place dry. They ran out of alcohol like halfway through.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, which is not. I mean, it's not surprising, but
not at that point in time. No.
yeah, it's not surprising, but that's a great concert to check out. I can't remember the name of it, but if you look at Black Label Society Harpo's, like I'm sure you can find it.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
it's a legendary place. Everybody played there.
Yeah, well, I mean, Dave Black talked about it when he was on the show.
I saw. What did I see there? I'm pretty sure I saw the Michael Schenker group there.
Oh wow!
In the '80s with Lita Ford opening up.
That's insane.
It was Macaulay Schenker. That was
I don't even know who
one
that
record.
is.
Macaulay Schenker in the '80s. They did one record.
How many brothers did he
Okay.
have?
And it was Macaulay Schenker. I mean, no, Macaulay Schenker is the singer,
Like a
and
duet
and
or
Michael
a duo.
Schenker.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it was called Macaulay Schenker Band or whatever, and it was they did a record in the '80s. That was a really cool record. And I'm pretty sure it was I definitely saw Lita Ford there. So, and I'm pretty sure she opened up for them. Oh God, that was like 10 million years ago. I was like a baby.
I had a crush on Lita Ford when I was younger. I was like, I want to bang her. Yeah.
Not anymore.
No. Well, I'm married. I'll use that.
See, there we go. Someone said saw Bittersweet Alley at Harpo's. Wow, look at that.
Brian says he saw the MC5's Wayne Kramer there.
Oh wow,
That's cool.
And Puddle of Mud. Although,
the one was that.
yeah, sure. Yeah. Was he drunk? I'm sure he was.
Yeah, no, that whole thing turned out bad for him. Jeez.
Your old neighbor, Dave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wes Scantlin, is that his name?
Wes Scanlon was living next door to me for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, he was staying with another friend of his next door.
Oh wow.
Dave and I
After
helped
he
him
lost
push
his house
yeah.
and lost everything else, and
Oh, dude.
We helped him push his car into his driveway. Do you remember that?
yeah,
That's crazy. His car died. Him and his dog were driving around. I was like an old, what was it? Like an old vet or something. It was
an
a
old
nice
vet, right? Wasn't it?
It was something really cool. Yeah, but it died. So we helped him push it in. I'm like, Dave, was that West Scam? It was crazy.
I'm like, yep.
Yeah, it was cool.
Let's get
Yes, it was.
We'll go to some super chats.
Sure, man.
We got Mark Lavinish 5024. Thanks for the super chat. Sending some appreciation from Korea. Oh wow, man. Visiting my wife's family. Stranger in a stranger land. So nice to hear familiar voices and see familiar faces. Love what you do. Oh, thanks, man.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was actually just speaking with some clients in Korea just the other day, as a matter of fact.
That's cool.
Yeah, so hope you have a good trip, and thanks for the super chat. I could never do a trip like that on a plane. How are you doing with the traveling, considering everything is going on right now with the FAA and TSA and all that shit? You know, with the government shutdown. Sammy, are you?
It's definitely getting worse for sure.
Worse, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been affected by it yet, but yeah, today I got some notifications and stuff. I got to move some stuff around. So yeah, I think today was kind of like D-Day for all that, or yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, shit's starting to hit the fan on that stuff. Yeah,
I'm nervous about it. I know there's like a lot of people traveling in to see the Citizen Zero show coming up. So I'm worried. Some people have like sent us messages saying like they're worried about getting to town and stuff. So I hope it gets worked out.
Me too.
Yeah, I fly a lot, so it's you know, it's hard.
Yep. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I hope it all works out. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss that. Sunny Seaberry. Hello, Dave, Mark, and Sammy. Congrats, Sammy, on your gig with the Goo Goo Dolls.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Sonny. I think we got another one from Sonny again. Dave, have you ever considered making a Friedman Synergy Jakey Lee module in red?
Yes, we've considered it, and we'll see what the future holds. Maybe.
Oh, speaking of Jake,
that would be cool.
I'd like to get Jake to the NAMM show.
Yes, that would be awesome.
To do a signing. That's what I'd like to do. I have high hopes. I don't mean it might not happen, but I have high hopes.
Yeah, that would be great. Hopefully
that would be super cool.
Hopefully his wrist is feeling better and everything.
I think he could do it. I think he did a bunch of signing when he was in at the Aussie thing.
I'm sure.
I think he might be able to tough through it. Or if anything, the worst case scenario is he just does his initials instead. You know, so it's not as hard on him. You know, I think everyone would forgive him for it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I think he feels like if he's going to go, then he's going to want people to want to see him play. And
no, not necessarily.
Okay.
No, not necessarily. I mean, I'd like to get him there just for a signing or something.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, I would like to do that. We'll see. We'll see if that's a possibility or not. I don't know.
Did you see?
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
That would be great. He did an interview with
Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of it. I didn't see it all, but
it's actually a good interview. It was good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Jake seemed real happy. I will say, I got to, you know, if I'm going to be real, I will say one thing that kind of rubs me, and I'm kind of like, and I know, and Jake, I would say it to Jake too, like, and I'm sure there's reasons behind it, but the thing that I'm like, he says, "Oh, I never had any hard feelings with Ozzy and with Sharon, and there were no hard feelings," and you know, come on, yeah, there were hard feelings. Like, I mean, I know he's trying to make you know everything good and just stay positive, but yeah, I mean, come on, I mean, I know he wants to and secretly just be like, well, fuck you.
Probably at some point in time, at some point in time there was some hard feelings, but I mean, I think at this point, I think he said this before too. At this point, he goes, I've let that go.
Yeah, he's letting
and
go.
I've moved on past
Good for
that,
him.
you know, and
Yeah.
just looked at, you know, to be more a little positive about it.
Yeah, no, he definitely seems real in a great headspace, real positive, and
Yeah, I just saw him when I was just in Vegas, you know, like a week or two ago.
yeah,
2 weeks ago. I don't know, something like that. I was just there. Saw Dave Rude.
No, he's the best.
We
Dave
sat
Rude
we sat at the soundboard at the House Blues with Jake, my wife, his wife. We just sat
Oh,
at the
Jake went to see
soundboard.
Tesla.
Yeah, he went with us.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
And then he hung out backstage and talked to Frank for a little while, and because he knows
That's
Frank,
cool, man.
because they go back because he toured with them.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, there was a
Ozzy
huge
or who?
no with Badlands. So there was a tour that was Def Leppard, Tesla, and Badlands.
really.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. I could be wrong, but
Hmm.
yeah. And so they toured together for a while.
They knew each other, huh?
Yeah, so they knew
Oh,
each
that's
other.
awesome.
Because I remember he went with me to one of the first shows I saw with Tesla, and they reconnected for the first time in like 10,000 years,
Hmm.
you know, and they were all sitting. Frank's like showing him his guitars. He's got some SGs with Floyd Roses on it. That's weird.
They're
Huh?
cool. They're really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I got to play
Yeah.
some of those. Those are awesome.
And they were a one-off that Gibson had done, and then Frank took somehow, and Gibson never wanted to make them.
Yeah, I think they were gonna be as like a signature thing, but it just I
I
don't know.
don't know.
something-
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
a
know.
weird.
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
explained it. Yeah, Frank's a good guy.
The block would probably. I mean, the whole thing would have to be like shortened.
It was thick. It was a thicker body,
It's a thicker
Oh.
body.
and maybe
Yeah.
a smaller block too, which you can get thinner blocks too. But
Right.
yeah, it is a thicker body though.
Okay, I was
Those
going
are
to
cool.
say
Those
yeah,
were cool.
That's
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
yeah, that's interesting. Well, like I was saying, I'm really glad that Jake's in a good space, and he looked good. He looked happy, and
Oh yeah, he's great.
yeah, it's awesome.
We had a good time.
Cool.
Hung out
That's
after.
that's cool.
Sloppy fingers. What's going on? Nothing really tonight aside from a happy Friday. Snow's a coming here in sunny Ottawa, Canada. Cheers, guys, and congrats on your gig, Sammy.
Snow's coming. Wow, that's
Thanks,
dark.
Yeah,
Snow's coming.
in Ottawa.
Ottawa's nice, man. I've been there a few times.
Have you? I've never
Cool.
been.
Oh yeah.
Never been to Canada. I'd love to
Never
go.
ever at all.
No, never.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I've been a bunch.
Have
That's
you?
great. That's
Well, being
awesome.
in Detroit, at least for the
Oh,
years when I was growing up,
Yeah, it's close.
Canada was like just the next town over.
Yeah, Windsor.
And it literally is the next town over.
Yeah.
You just hop through. And when I was going, you didn't need a passport, you didn't need anything. All you needed was your ID, and it was like Mexico was the same way. And you would just go across the border, and you could do whatever you want and come back, and then they'd hassle you a little bit, and if you were gone, you weren't gone long enough, but I one time when I when I was a kid, they fucking detained us, and they
Where?
fucking
In Windsor?
no, coming back in from Windsor,
Sucks.
and they detained us. We were coming back from Niagara Falls, I think, and they detained us and searched our car, had the drug dogs in there, the whole 9 yards. And I was like a 16-year-old kid, and it was terrible. We were there for a long time. In the end, they let us go because there was nothing there.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kerry Kruger with the super chat, but I don't see your question. So if I come across it, I'll make sure I ask it.
And if not, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Tenuous Fackery. Thanks for the super chat. Hey, Dave Mark, got my Jose last week. Solid 1010. I have one cabinet, a Saldano straight 2x12 speaker cabinet, 120 watts, 8 ohms. Does it do it justice, or do you recommend something else?
No, man, you should get a 4x12. One of mine.
412. Get a 412.
412 for sure. because I don't know what speakers are in that Soldano. Is it not the Soldano Eminence speakers? Is it? Because if you like it now, if it's a 10 out of 10 now, it's going to be a 12 out of 10 once you get a new cabinet.
Yeah, 4x12 is the way to go.
That amp is so loud. It's awesome. Yeah, you need a 412. It's yeah, for sure. What a
For
whatever.
sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. Ian Ferguson, Sammy, where did the symbol on the website come from?
Yeah, we talked about it for a second, but
Yeah.
I'm really into like Eastern religion and Hinduism and stuff. So it says Ram in Hindi. Ram's like a Hindu god. So that's where the symbol's from.
Cool.
Nothing crazy.
Fowler 8989. Good evening, all. Dave, how many new products are you introducing at NAMM? Oh, that's a secret.
That's a good question. There's products in different categories. It could be as high as 4, but they're all sort of in different categories, so they don't step on each other at all. Essentially, you're going to want 4 different things after you go to NAMM.
Right. Well, I know
I know Sammy is.
The Vox is coming.
Vox is coming. I'm pretty sure.
Are you releasing? You're releasing in that?
Yep. NAMM.
Oh my god.
Phil X20, I think, is coming, which is a 3-channel, so to speak, 20-watt amp. So it's the most full-featured 20-watt amp. And there's 2 other things I can't talk about. We'll see if they all make it, but I mean, the Vox and the Phil X for sure should make it.
Sweet.
It's cool, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the Vox.
What are you calling the Vox type amp?
That is still up for debate a little bit, but right now it's a very simple title of VX30. Call it dumb and simple, but it works. You know, it tells it without saying it,
and it avoids any liability.
It avoids liability, and it's not a stupid name. And you know, sort of like how the Plex was the Plex. You know, it's the Plex. You know, it's
right.
Plexi. Well, it follows suit with the vintage naming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, we had some other things we were floating around at the time. And we're like, it's dumb. No, can't do that. No, you know, it's hard. Naming is hard. And sometimes lately I've been really sort of into like, there's other future products that are coming that are named really simply with some numbers and stuff. I don't want to take the Ibanez book, but you know how Marshall always would name an amp a 2203 or 2204 or 210 whatever. And then of course, me. Wait, someone emails me and I have to go look on the internet. Wait, what is this again? Oh yeah, the 2-channel JCM 800. No, I'm not going to do that mod.
Funny. All right, so there's a couple of secret products that might be coming.
Really neat ones.
Cool.
Really cool.
Sammy, any new pedals from this year that you dig? What's your favorite fuzz pedal?
Interesting. The biggest pedal, the biggest pedal thing that I've used like consistently the past year or two is the IRX for sure. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people watching right now have them or have tried them, but that like totally changed the way I tour. Like a lot. Yeah, there you go. That's a special. That's a special edition one.
Special edition one.
That's
fancy.
the shit. Yeah, I want that. That one looks insane. Yeah,
we can always update yours.
Yeah.
I need to get another one. I think coming up, but no,
probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. For when you're on the road, like you have to go to direct so much. Like if you're playing, especially like if you're at the disposal of like another artist or something. But the IRXs that completely changed everything because I always hated going direct. Just like I've tried all of it, or like all the different options for that. But that changed everything for me because I just use that for all the amp tone, and then just you can use the multi effects or whatever. So that's like a game changer for me for sure. As far as fuzz pedals, I don't use a ton of fuzz pedals. There's one made in Detroit that I have that I really love. It's called the Dizzy Tone. It's by Jex Telez. I don't know if you guys have heard. The company's not around anymore, and I think they're kind of hard to get. You can find them on Reverb, but he was doing like a lot of reissues of old fuzzes that were like really, really accurate.
And what's the name of the company?
Jext, Jext Telez, Telez. So there's some on Reverb. Like the Black Keys guys bought a bunch of them, and they're like, yeah, there it is, Jext. Yeah, that's it. But those sound incredible. Like if you want like really vintage, accurate stuff, those are really good.
I've never heard of them before. I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yeah, those are. If you can find them, they're really good. They make a really good like. It's called a unidrive. That's like an amazing just overdrive. I have like a pedal-sized Dizzy Tone. That's a cool one. Bob Eveling is still. Yeah, it's Bob Eveling. He's of a friend of mine. That's him. So yeah, if you guys have heard of those. Bob was a drummer originally and a producer. He played on like a lot of the early Kid Rock stuff. But he's like, yeah, but he makes pedals, or he was making pedals. Now I think they're all like just to order, but some of the original ones they're going for like a lot on Reverb. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, those are really, really good. The Unidrive is really good if anybody's looking for just like just an overdrive pedal.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, the fuzzes are cool too.
Had no idea. And he played guitar for Kid Rock.
He played drums for Kid Rock.
Oh, drums for Kid Rock. Oh wow.
For like early on, he was on the record, like in the studio, like he was on I forget, like some of Devil Without a Cause, like the early stuff.
Wild. That's cool.
It's funny.
I just got a new fuzz that I really liked from JHS, which is the Bender pedal.
It's a tone bender.
It's a tone bender.
Yeah, that's cool. Just Jimmy Page right there.
Yeah, Jimmy Page, baby. Yeah, it's killer. Running it into the clean channel of the BE100. Ooh, it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hit him up.
Yeah, that's a killer pedal. The Bender
hit old J Rocket up.
No, JHS.
Oh, JHS. Hit up. Sorry. Never mind. I'll hit up Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
But yeah, no.
I hope Josh is doing okay now. I haven't.
Yeah, I think he's hopefully he's doing good.
He's on the mend.
I saw a few videos. He looked good. You ever try R2R electric pedals, Sammy?
I haven't heard of them. No.
I have tried them. Dave, you remember I got that blue fuzz, the guy who like the amazingly wired, like it was like so
kind of.
Yeah, the guy wires it. He uses vintage parts, vintage pots, and everything, and he makes really killer like fuzz pedals, and I think like like I forget what style of fuzz he makes, but anyway. Really great stuff. He makes really good stuff. So I ended up selling the pedal. Why I don't know, but I should have never sold it. But it was a cool pedal. Let's see. We had some other questions.
Somebody was just talking in the chat about the white pedal from Jex Telez, and if you can find one of those, that pedal is unreal, especially for recording. That pedal is unbelievable.
Cool.
I don't know what it's based on, but there's one at the studio I work at. I don't own one, but somebody's saying they're expensive now. A lot of that stuff they did make a lot of them, so it's kind of like I don't know, they went up in price. But yeah, if you can find one of those at a decent price, try to get it because you can get a lot of good tones out of it.
Walrus says I once bumped into the Goo Goo Dolls secret rehearsal area in the Valley warehouse. I was working in a warehouse nearby. Dave, well, it's no longer secret anymore, I guess.
It's not really a rehearsal place anymore, but it's more of just a warehouse.
Okay. Dave, any chance of a Jose 50? And I'll be right back with that.
I'm not going to say no, but right now, probably not. I think there might be other products that are going to come, but it won't be a 50. So, and it won't be at NAMM either. Well, maybe something at NAMM. We'll see.
Cool.
So, I don't know.
Now I'm curious.
I can only do so much there's so many things going on right now. You just don't understand. You know, you're developing products for years down the road, generally speaking. So, like, you know, it all can't come out at once. You know, so
yeah,
we shall see. I would like to do another Jake product of some sort.
You should, man.
Be it a module with synergy, or maybe I talked briefly about a maybe another limited run of 100 watt, because the first one was a limited run, but maybe make it a little different and maybe make it in a different color and a different deal.
That'd be cool.
Maybe this one's purple.
Oh yeah, you haven't
That'd
done
be
any
fun.
like purple Friedmans, right? Or at least
not like a run of purple Friedmans. So we've done purple Friedmans, you know, just
like one-offs.
for one-off orders for people. Sure, we've done purple Jose's even.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while we get someone that orders a Jose. Can I get a different color head box? I'm like, yeah. What do you want?
That's cool.
You know, and a purple's been one. I think there's one out there. There may be a red one out there. There might be. I mean, we can do almost any head shell color for any of our products. You know, it's an upcharge, but you know, we can anything that's available, even stuff that I don't want you to put on the amp, we can do for you.
Cool,
and believe me, there's some stuff I don't want really on an amp.
pink ostrich.
Oh, see, that might be kind of cool actually, but no, there's some other really gnarly like snakeskin things that are just like horrendous. And there's some other Tolex that we got some samples from this one overseas company. The craziest samples you've ever seen. Like if you wanted to make the most gaudy amp that you've ever seen in your life, easily this Tolex samples would be. Like there's a like shiny, almost like metallic, like pink or lime green or something, but like shiny metallic, like snakeskin or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man,
weird.
Oh, it's horrendous. It's so horrendous that I want to get some and make an amp, because I think that would be so fun. You know what I mean? It's like with the guitars these days too, which we can go into guitars. I think doing something interesting with the finish on a guitar is really fun, and doing some cool custom graphic in some outlandish colors seems to be really popular these days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like almost nothing. If I look at it and I go, oh my God, I can't even look at it, someone's going to love it. I guarantee someone's going to love it. I guarantee it. So
that one checkerboard one that you guys did.
Well, that's relatively mild compared
to
but
it was super cool.
Super cool. Yeah. We also have done some really cool on vintage tees. I found one today, or not today, the other day on Wednesday. The one that just came in that was a dark purple metallic diamond on a black guitar.
Oh, wow.
And it looks subdued but really cool. You know, it wasn't like super outlandish, but it looked really neat, like a diamond, like a checkerboard, but a diamond pattern instead. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was super cool. So we're gonna have a bunch of graphic guitars at NAMM.
Oh, cool!
Like tons. I think we're gonna focus. We're gonna focus on the graphic guitars.
And
they're really cool. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, I was just curious. Like when they do the graphics, how do they do that? Is it
Well, it's a stencil and a pattern that happens when they're in the painting process. So it's like a stencil that sticks on and then peels off, and
I see.
and then they paint over, and yeah. So
Got
there's all sorts of things you can do.
Okay.
Billy Rowe at Rock and Roll Relics is awesome at paint jobs and cool graphics and stuff. He just does amazing stuff, and I almost like trust him. I go, hey, what do you think we should do? And he just comes up with it because he has a really good aesthetic for like what's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, I like the one that had the like the Starskin Hutch kind of like racing stripe.
Oh yeah. So well, Sammy just got a racing stripe guitar. Sammy got a few guitars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sammy. In fact, you're using them on this leg, aren't you, or in some of the dates?
Yep. Yeah, I just got a T, and then I got a
Vintage S.
Vintage S with a racing stripe, a blue one. But I used them for the first night 2 nights ago, and they sound unreal.
Yeah, you were saying they sounded great.
The red, it's like a Tele Deluxe type thing.
Yeah,
it's on, dude. That guitar sounds amazing. It
cool.
sounds amazing. Yeah, it's so good.
Cool.
And then I'm getting one more. It's still being worked on, but it's another T, but with P90s. So yeah, I'm gonna be using them with Doodle Dolls. But they sound, for their music, it's perfect. They sound so good.
Yeah, I would think so. You know, like and then having the Vintage S too gives you some opportunity to use trem and things and in between sounds and ethereal sounds and things like that you could do with them. That would be great.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, like I've always used like more high output pickups and stuff like that. But for their music, like these guitars just suit it. It suits it perfectly, you know. Yeah, I was like really knocked out, and even the front of house guy came up to me after the first show with him and was like, he just loved it. So
perfect.
Yeah, he was like,
Johnny, have any comment?
Don't change it. Johnny wants to buy a couple now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sammy, sell more stuff for us.
You know, he came up. I guess he went up to his tech. This is what I heard, at least. I don't know if it's true, but he went up to his tech. He's like, Billy, because he plays a lot of like Rock and Roll Relics guitars, which is the same builder as Billy Rowe.
Yeah,
he was like, man, those are really nice, man. Like those sounded really good. Like he said something about.
That's cool.
So, yeah, he might hit you up. So,
yeah, sure, absolutely, of course.
Yeah, John Resnick's like a big gear nut. Like all of us. So yeah, he has a huge collection too. He'd be a good guy to have on the show because
that's in the works.
There was a time
that
when
would be cool.
We were working on trying to make that happen.
That's still happening.
Yeah.
It's still going to happen.
Way before even Sammy joined the band, we were trying to.
Yeah. It's still gonna happen. That's Steve's making that happen. So.
Yeah,
cool.
You guys should
Johnny said yes, he wanted to do it, so he was like into it. So
yeah, because you talked to him at the show, right? Or you talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to him at the show, but I didn't really talk to him about that. But when I came to the show, I mean, I sat there and talked gear with Johnny for a good 30 odd minutes.
Yeah, that's cool.
At least.
Yeah, he's
right in the middle of everyone's way. We're in the middle of the production office, and everyone's trying to get in and out and buy, and he's sitting there talking to me. It's like we could move this outside or something. You don't have to do it right here in the way of everyone.
That's cool.
Fowler 989, what's going on? New for Nam Dave's choice amp?
No.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
No, sure, no problem. No, these are like next phase.
Dave's choice amp is probably a very limited like custom order thing that we will do and offer, but it's not like a major release. I mean, all the stuff in NAMM would be a more major release.
Oh, okay.
So,
and the Grail amp the same way. That'll be more of a.
Well, I mean, I can only release so many things at one time. That's the problem, The problem you have when you're releasing products is you can't release 6 products at one time.
Right.
That's insane. You just can't do it. I wish I could do that, but I can't do that. You got to save little releases. I mean, the Grail amp is coming. The Grail amp will probably be a limited run because it's 100-watt, plexi style amp, and there's only so many people that want this, but we'll see how many people actually want it. I think it'll be super cool. No, I mean, not to take away from the Plex at all, but the Grail amp will be really great.
It's different.
It's different.
It's a little different flavor. That's all.
It's a little different flavor. It's definitely louder.
Yeah. which
it'll definitely rip your head off if you're going to actually play it without some sort of well, it'll have a master too, though. I mean, even though so
is the Grail just like an original 68?
The Grail is 100-watt 68 plexi modeled after what amp.
Yeah. Is it going to be like hot rod at all, or no? Just the original.
Nope, it's like the famous amp.
Yeah.
That's the one I've been using from Mark, and I gotta say that if you make that's insane. It's like the best recording amp ever. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't even know what era. I mean, if Mark's is exactly like that, kind of thing.
It's all original.
But when I say the Grail amp, I mean the Grail amp.
Oh, like the actual one? Like oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Without saying it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
so meaning
I don't know.
Spec wise.
It's all spec'd out to that. Wow. So you'd need to use a Variac with it and everything.
Built in.
Oh my God. So you're gonna put it in. Okay.
Like the Plex.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? Next time when you go record, you should take the Plex too.
I've played the Plex. It's awesome.
Yeah, but you should take that for recording for Citizen Zero too.
I'd be down.
I love the Plex.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. That's an amazing amp.
I showed my friend Adam today because I had it plugged into the Fryat power station, and I showed him. I said, it's plugged into this, and he's like, "Well, what's that?" I said, "It's an attenuator." I go, "You want to see how loud it'll be when I turn it off?" He's like, "Oh shit!" I go, "Okay." I go, "You ready?" And I turned it off, and I go, "Just smack." I go,
just one note.
I go, "Just smack." Yeah, just smack a string, and he just did it, and he was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so fucking loud.
Just so your neighbors don't come knocking on your door.
Yeah.
There's something about a non-master volume amp that cranked to the hilt with a Variac thing. There's nothing quite like. You can get a preamp based amp to sound similar. But what's not similar is when you smack a chord hard, it kind of sags and kind of goes and snaps back at you and goes back at you. And you don't get that with the preamp based amp. You can get it to sound relatively the same. Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't get that attack the same way, and you don't get the cleanup the same way on the guitar.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we did that when we did clinics, like we were showing that. Remember how clean it got when you rolled it back and then full tilt, and it was like, rah,
Yeah, the range is bigger than like if you're using preamp distortion.
And it has this kind of wow when you hit a chord, it's like it's because the power supply of the amp is sagging for its life. It's just sagging. And then it kind of pops back, and it has this elastic kind of thing about it. And no amp that is preamp based will ever do that. It's just like an amp basically begging for its life.
Yeah,
and it's a different thing.
I use the brown box at home or in my studio.
That thing's good.
Do you guys use those? Or yeah, there's like some new products from them too. I just saw.
Oh, is there? I didn't see that.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they made like literally just a Variac model now.
It would make sense for them to actually be able to have a model where you can really just because with the brown box you can't get down that low.
You can't. What's the magic? What was Eddie's magic number?
90, 89, 90.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the brown box can't go that low, but
No.
you can get it to sound different if even just on that, you know.
Yeah.
I have to say
Um,
something. I have to say something. If anyone, I know we had some trepidations before about having Stephen Rosen on the show, with the book he did. But if any of you haven't done this, get the audio book Tone Chaser by Stephen Rosen, because the interviews in the audiobook is the actual interviews with Eddie.
That's cool.
Throughout the whole entire book. Every year, one after the other. And when you hear the interaction between the two of them, you have a whole different idea about their relationship. And I really think, and first of all, the interviews are priceless. They are just priceless to listen to. So if you haven't done that, forget about reading the book, get the audio book and listen to the book, because those one-on-one interviews on the most archaic cassette tape with all the noise still in there, because they didn't clean them up at all. And you're turning them up in the car and you're listening to it and you're like, fuck, I can barely hear this one. But man, the insight you get to his whole headspace and what he was about was really interesting. It's like, and it very much followed suit with what I knew of the man, knowing him in person, and
so cool.
and but some of those interviews were like crazy priceless to listen to.
And it's stuff that you can't find online, or it's hard.
No, you just get his audiobook.
Okay. Yeah, no, I got it. You told me about it.
Yeah,
I haven't
you get his
listened to it yet,
audiobook and you start listening to it, and you get through the whole thing eventually.
It's a long book. Yeah.
It's a long book. But
have you listened to it, Mark, or have you checked it out?
No, I got the book, and
Mark, you have to, absolutely, as the Van Halen fan you are, you absolutely have to listen to these interviews.
Okay, that'll be
because it's amazing to hear this interaction.
Okay,
and it gives you a whole different, complete, because we had the book, I had the book, I listened, it gave you.
I read it. It was different. Like, I had a different perspective. I would imagine the perspective.
I guarantee if you read the whole book, I guarantee if you listen to the book, you will have a different perspective when you actually hear him talking instead of that in type.
Right.
Because you get a better idea. It's like when someone texts you, right? And you take something wrong, like because it just came off as wrong, but you're not hearing their voice. When you hear their voice, you understand that they're joking, or they're or just messing around, or you have a better understanding when you actually hear their voice of what's going on in the room,
Yeah.
And man, those interviews are priceless in there. That's well worth
the price of admission.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you just start from the beginning. I mean, the interviews come in after a few chapters, and then they start coming in with the actual tape, the cassette tapes. That were that's crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he was able to get that all documented. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, like, without having hearing the actual interviews, I don't think the book, reading it, does it justice at all.
Yeah, it's hard
without hearing it.
Yeah.
And you got to hear it, and you got to hear the stories and hear it from Ed's voice.
Right.
It's him on the tape. That's what's cool.
Yeah. Cool. I'll check it out. Joshua Lanez. Hey, all. Dave, can you talk about Landau's Friedman Super Bass Plex? That line input on the Park amp and the resistive load box by Aussie from Three Monkeys. Congrats on the record and tour, Sammy.
Sure. It's well, he has a super bass plex, so meaning the circuit is a super bass, a Marshall super bass, thing, because he likes those. And I mean, I made one slight little change just to make it sound really cool for him, but he loves that. He's been using it. And then he goes in, generally speaking, takes that amp and goes into a resistive load, a 16 ohm resistive load with the amp set at 8. And a line out is then taken through some effects, some post effects. And then on the Park amp, I've installed a power amp input on it. It's basically like an effects loop return, a tube based effects loop return of an amp, but it's a power amp in, basically. So the amp is a power amp. There's no EQ or anything. It's just a power amp, like you would have a tube power amp of any kind. And that's what he uses. He uses that a lot, or another Marshall or something. I've done power amp inputs on 100-watt amps, on 50-watt amps. I've worked on a lot of different amps he has. So, but on James Taylor, he was out using, recently, he was using the super bass plex. And in fact, at first he started slaving it for a while. And then later he wound up just using all his effects into the front end and just using the master volume on the plex. And he liked it, he said. So,
wow. It's awesome.
That man knows tone though too. So he can get a tone out of anything. He's an amazing guitar player. So
yeah, I wish he would come on the show, but
I wish too, but he doesn't do anything like this.
I know he doesn't.
So
okay, so where'd you guys go? All right, my computer just kind of like disappeared on me. There we go. Like my screen just went black. Dougie Manross, what's going on? He says, Sammy's the man. Just wanted to swing by and say hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, Dougie. Great guitar player. He filled in for me recently on some stuff. Yeah, Dougie's great. And we met at our clinic. Dave, remember when we did that clinic in Cleveland? That's where I met Dougie. Like really? When we first started doing clinics. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I remember Cleveland. Yeah, sure. I love that place.
Yeah, it was on. That store is amazing.
What was the store?
I can't remember the name. But yeah, Dougie's a great guitar player.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
So thanks, man.
Tenuous Factory. Thanks for the rec on the cabinet. Dave, what does the BE100 do that the Jose can't? Clean channel?
Well, there's three channels. There's 3 channels on a BE100. There's technically probably more gain capable on a BE100. There's technically probably more low end thump available on a BE100. But there's a purity and openness of the Jose that's really cool. But you have to remember, like, if you're trying to set up your BE100 to be more like your Jose, you need to turn the thump off.
The resonance off, right?
The resonance off.
Yeah.
0.
Okay.
That's 0. And then you need to dial in the channel, to work with that. You can't, with the resonance in, it'll sound a little muddier and it'll sound a little thicker and stuff. But that, if you're comparing it directly to the Jose, it's not a fair comparison until you turn that thump off.
Interesting.
So because when your thump is in, it reduces the treble response some and increases the bass response. So if you turn it off, it'll be brighter. I mean, if you look at this on a scope and like on an amp on a scope, you can see the top end dip when the thump goes up, and then the top end go up when the thump goes down. Well, at the same time, the low end's going up, but it makes kind of sense. It's like you're got a more low end resonance going on with the whole thing. So like all that's sort of getting masked a little more. everyone has gotten too low end happy, I think, with a lot of amps over the years, and people playing in their bedrooms, they kind of get low end happy,
I was just about to say, yeah.
And it's kind of funny when you start turning off those knobs. I mean, you can't because your B100 is a fixed amount internally. But when you start turning that off and then start dialing in the amp to the tone you're hearing, and then listen to that for a while, and then go back to having that on, like on an amp that has a thump knob, you're like, oh, no, it's too mucky sounding, or too like congested sounding.
I completely agree. I'm not a big low end guitar tone guy in general, like at all. Like especially for like a lot of the clean stuff I do, like with the tapping and stuff, I take the bass almost like completely out. I mean, granted, that's like a kind of like a niche type of guitar style to be playing through amps like that, but even in distortion, I think a lot of people put too much low end in just in general.
That's what the bass guitar is for,
right?
Yeah, because a lot of the time when you do that, they cut it out at front of house anyway.
Yeah,
you know, they high pass it anyway. So I don't know. Everybody's different. But.
And on stage, you're going to hear it better because you have less low end and you have more cut and more brightness.
And for leads too, it's better without having all the low end too, I think.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, the sound that someone might actually really use live might scare a bedroom guy because it's like sizzling bright and probably very little low end, and
that, I mean,
it's a different thing,
It's different. Yeah.
Well,
the tones you get on stage are different than at your practice rig or whatever. At least for me, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when you're alone playing in your bedroom, regardless if you're practicing or just jamming by yourself, it's nicer to have a little bit more low end. But when you get in the mix of a band, you definitely, you got to back that up. You want to be able to cut through.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was gonna ask Dave. I guess I'll ask him when he gets back. But the first amps to have like the resonance knob or like the resonance thing on the front is probably the 5150s, right? Do you think, Mark? Or I don't know.
Yeah,
like having a resonance control.
Certainly,
because I had a 5150 for years when I was a kid. Like that was my main amp for a long time, and that had that on there. And when I was young, I just turned it all the way up. I'm like, oh, it's sick,
Right,
But,
exactly.
Yeah.
You
I don't know.
Do drop D and throw that on. You're like, oh, this is amazing.
Oh, it sounds unbelievable. Yeah. It's like, fuck you if you don't like this.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. Yeah, I gotta ask Dave about that when he gets back.
Yeah, I'm curious because that's actually probably the first time that I ever saw it on an amp.
I didn't know what it was technically until talking to Dave.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. Like I still have that amp. I have a block letter 5150 still to this day. And that I don't use it a lot, but that's still my favorite 5150 out of all of them.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Dave. I was just telling Mark, the first amp to have like a resonance thing or thump is the 5150, right?
No.
What's the first one?
VHT.
Oh, okay.
VHT was before 5150. He was one of the first guys that ever did it. In fact, I think he was the first guy that did it. And then, later, PV patented it.
Really?
Oh, they took it. Okay, interesting.
Well, they although they didn't mess with him. So,
who was VHT? Oh, no.
Stevie Fryatt.
It was Stevie Fryatt. Oh, I'm like, for a second, I'm like, what?
Cool.
So VHT was VHT for years, and then eventually became Fryatt.
Fryatt, yeah. I'm like, for a second, I had a brain fart. Yeah, VHT, of course.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the original, I think the first thing was the 2150 power amp.
Oh, really? I had no
idea. In the late 80s. Around 89, I think, or something like that.
Wow.
80,
Are there
80
still VHC power amps being made? There are, right?
Fryette
Or
power amps now. They
Fryette
just,
makes them.
it
Okay.
just VHT became rebranded to Fryette.
But he
Got it.
doesn't
Okay.
make the 4 space one anymore.
He does still from time to time make the limited runs of the big ones. Yeah,
Those are so cool.
I think the last limited run he made
Are
was
they-
he made some like cool classics that were the EL34 ones where he had like a polished, I think it was a polished purple like shiny finish or something. It was really cool.
Oh wow. I needed
That's cool.
I should tell him, like, just put me on a list if you ever make one. I'd love that one.
If you ever make the big one,
Yeah, just
and put
The
me on
big
the
one
list.
looks so cool. It looks so
it does. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind
It's
of
like, do I need
ridiculous
it?
in this day and age, but yes.
yeah, I have no need for it, but it looks so fucking cool. I have to have one.
Yeah,
I just
well,
want
you
to
know.
get one. Like I'll figure out a way to use it. Yeah.
Yeah,
just, like,
exactly.
it looks so cool just to have it. You know? Yeah. Those are so sick.
They are. They're very, very cool.
I'll figure out a way.
I mean, when
yeah,
I go
just figure out something to do with it. You know.
and Mike Torrin has like
We'll build a new rig with it, the Goo Goo Doll.
yeah.
Oh yeah, build a power amp. Yeah, I'm sure their manager will love it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it won't be much more than they're carrying around anyway. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, they do have a lot of gear for sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna build new rigs for Sammy coming up eventually here.
Oh, cool.
For the A rig of the Goo Goo Dolls. B rig is more of a travel rig.
Touring.
So there's an A rig and a B rig, and the B rig is the one that flies and does things, and the other one is on a truck.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I can't wait to build that out, man.
that's gonna be
It's gonna
cool.
be amazing. It's gonna
And
be
you know,
amazing.
the funny thing is
Yeah.
we were talking about using Fractal for effects and stuff. So I was at Billy Howardell's house the other day, and Billy I almost want to have him show you this because I think you'll really love it for what you do. There's a thing where you can take a delay block and a fractal and make the delay come on frequency dependent.
Oh
wow.
So meaning on the low strings, you could have no delay.
Then you go to the high string.
But
Oh
then
my
when you
God.
play high up, the delay comes out.
Wow.
And
No
he
shit.
showed me
Wow.
he showed me this at his house. And he showed me and Michael Nielsen this because we were at his house the other day. And we're both like, holy shit.
Did he play it? He showed you how?
Yeah,
it
no, he
sounded,
was
or-
showing it. He was playing like some of his like stuff from Perfect Circle kind of things, you know.
Oh,
Low
wow,
strings,
okay.
no delay. As you go up in the high strings above like the 12th fret or something, delay.
Wow.
What?
And that is something I bet any amount of money you could figure out how to use.
That is something I would dream of. Yeah.
You know,
Especially-
and it was
for a lot of
super
different
neat
things.
and
Yeah.
super cool. There's this parameter in a delay block in the fractal that we can do. So we could play with this.
Well, that's amazing. Man, that's crazy. Because I've always like kind of dreamt of something like that. Because a lot of the time, like for like I do a lot of like clean tapping stuff, and like the low end delay gets in the way a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I use the delay for like just part of my sound. You know, like a lot for melodies and everything.
As part of the,
But,
the
that's
actual
something
ambience
as
of the
part of the
music.
whole
Yeah.
of the music. Yeah, it's like a big part of like what I do, but that's something I've always dreamt about, and like I always figured like I'd need MIDI or something to fucking do that, you know?
it
But,
can
yeah, that's
do it.
pretty
It's sort
cool.
of like, you know, you think about a frequency dependent EQ or a frequency
It's like it's
or
a frequency dependent delay.
Yeah, you can change the filtering on the delay so it'll only envelope or come on when it's above a certain frequency.
That's cool, man.
And he showed Michael and I this, and we're just like, our jaws are on the floor going, wait a minute, what?
That's
Dude, that's cool, man. I gotta.
It's super cool,
my
man.
friend,
So
I have a. Yeah.
you know you're gonna need one at home too.
I'm gonna get a friend. I was talking. Yeah, the Goo Goo Dolls are they're big fractal. They use real amps, but they use fractals for effects a lot. And I think like that's still gonna get incorporated coming up. So yeah, I need to get one just to be able to learn it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's interesting, man. Like one of my closest friends that I play with a lot, we have like a new project coming out. His name's Brendan Hendrell, but he was Billy's tech on the Last of Perfect Circle tour because he knows fractals like really, really well. So he tech for Billy on like the whole last run they did with like I forget who else it was with. I think it was with Primus and somebody else. But yeah, he was telling me about some of that stuff. But I gotta ask him about that because I'm sure he knows all about that.
Yeah, Billy showed me that because he really knows his way around it.
Yeah,
and
Billy's
I'm like,
a big fractal guy.
Well, yes, but Billy uses real amps, but he uses
With the
fractals for the
fractal.
effects.
That's the way to do it, I think.
And the fractals for the effects, Billy he's always been not a pedal kind of guy. He's always been a rack kind of guy, rack gear kind of guy. And he's always delved really deep into what he could do with those things. And likewise, he is still delving very deep into what he can do with the fractal as far as his effects go. And he has a particular sound with a particular guitar and a particular thing that he does. And
yeah,
he's deep into it, but I'll make him show you.
Is that frequency
that's
thing?
Cool.
Is that a unique thing just only for the fractal? Or
I've just learned about this the other day. I've never heard about it in any other thing.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I've never heard of that either.
Super cool.
That's really cool.
I mean, it would be very specific for what you were doing, or a part, or a song that you were doing.
It's for parts, but it's cool.
But you know, like if you're creating a song where it's like, you know, say you're tapping in the low registers, and then all of a sudden you're going up into these high registers with the thing, and then you wanted the delay to really be pinging out in the high registers. Oh, it'd be perfect for that.
Yeah, you don't know what I've been through. No, do it. Yeah, like trying to get stuff to sound right.
I can imagine
the low end. You can high pass it in a lot of delay effects, you know.
Yeah,
but it's not the same. It's not the same.
No, it's not.
You lose everything. You know, it's like you lose the whole thing. So it's like you have to find the right. You have to find the right balance, you know. But you could create like a whole new thing with that, where like it only engages after a certain pitch. That's a whole different thing. That's really cool.
Yeah. And you can adjust it, and you can adjust it till it works, you know, where on the guitar it's starting to come in, you know.
Yeah, so, I can only imagine. That's really cool, man.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's I'd be curious what that actual effect is and how he does it.
YMESYTD or DT, whatever. Thanks for the super chat. Thinking about going synergy. Any faves or tips from Sammy or Dave? Hey, how about me, man? How close?
They want no tips from you.
No tips from me. How close are they to the OG Metroplex versus Plexi? Sammy, you're killing it, dude.
Thanks, man. Dave, you go first. One second.
I mean, I think a lot of the modules are verbatim what, like my modules, for instance, are verbatim what would be in my amp. So they sound, pretty much identical. Now, it is questionable what power section you're going into. So that can change the tone of it. As far as the Metroplex, I mean, the Metroplex was a lot like his early Metroplex, but not like the later Metroplex. As far as the Plexi goes, there's one that is a Plexi, but then there's also the new Marshall JMP module that's even more Plexi than the Plexi. I think a lot of the modules, like the Engels and the Diesels and the Bogners, man, they're really cool, man. it allows you to, for instance, you could get a Sin 20 IR amp and little tiny amp, and you could get whatever module you want to put in the damn thing and get a totally different tone, from I want an Angle or a Dirty Shirley. Oh, that's way different, it's pretty freaking cool. I mean, the Sin 20 IR is really neat.
Oh, it's great. I have
little
one.
lamp is really cool, man. I mean, it's
on
really good. Yeah. So,
cool.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Dave, do you know what Thomann he's using with Synergy? What
he uses a Sin 2 rack, and I think the power amp. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know what modules or no?
I actually don't know what modules he has. I think he's a bunch of different ones. I'm not sure which one he's actually using.
Okay. It sounds great. My friend mixes them, or mixes Creed now.
Yeah.
And they have like a ton of lines for the guitar.
Yeah.
But he was saying the Synergy stuff sounds really, really good. So I'd be curious what modules and how it's all set up.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll have to, I actually have to I got to reach out to Mark because I'd like to get him on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I mean, besides listening to his guitar playing, his freaking Frank Sinatra album that he did is amazing.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Him singing that stuff he's fantastic. He really is.
He's a cool dude. I mean, I always liked him. I mean, I've done a lot of work for him in the past. I've built a bunch of rigs for him in the past, a couple times. Nothing current, but like in years past, I've built massive rigs for him.
It's cool.
In the early Creed days, and then later, I think it was still Creed later.
He's a nice guy. He does stuff.
He's a super nice guy, man. Yeah. He's always been cool. So
he does.
Yeah, he's a Florida guy too, Mark.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Heard.
And he grew up in Grosse Pointe, Dave.
I didn't know that until recently. Actually, I just heard that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Bridge is a bridge in Detroit. Believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. It separates Detroit
back.
and Grosse. I wish. Yeah, I don't know him personally, but yeah, that'd be awesome.
Joshua scored in the USA Stacco. Is that how you say it? Stacco,
I think.
Stacco, but 10A Variac today for $60. So that's good. Drop my old 50-watt Marshall to 110 volts and sounds much better. How low can I go before I need to bias?
You can go as low as you want if you like the sound. How's that?
Wow.
Now, you're not going to hurt anything. You can go down till it turns off. But if you like the sound still, then it's fine. It's fine. I mean, ideally, maybe you want to, if you're going to run it at, say, 90 volts, 100 volts all the time, you might want to bias it to that voltage. But then that prevents you from ever going to 120 because you'll melt the tubes. So, I mean, as long as it sounds good to you, just do it. It's fine. You're not going to hurt anything.
It's cool.
That's cool.
And Dave, I have a question trying to similar to this. So John was asking last night. So he's like building a new studio, and like the whole thing with like a lot of guitar players that go to the UK for the first time, they plug their amps in. It's like way hotter, right? So he was talking about like having what is UK 220 or 240?
UK, this is questionable what it is.
Right. Theoretically, that's why I wanted to ask you about this.
So theoretically, most of the European Union is supposed to be 230 volts. Okay. Doesn't always pan out to be that way. A lot of times UK is more like 236, 238, 240.
Oh, it's even hotter. Okay.
240 even. We generally set our amps to 240, but the difference is it's at 50 hertz, not 60 hertz.
That's what changes the sound.
And that's what actually the voltage isn't what changes the sound, it's the hertz that changes the sound.
Got
So-
it. Interesting. So
so-
I'm glad I asked.
So
Cool.
you can get something called a lot of big bands like Foo Fighters and stuff have it. It's called a Kikusui.
The fucking metal thing?
Power supply thing that will allow you to set whatever voltage in 1 volt increments you want, and will allow you to also set the hertz at whatever you want.
That's
So
sick.
So it's super cool. Also very expensive.
How much is it? Like a couple thousand?
I know it's more than if you get a used one, it's a couple thousand. If you get a new one, it's more like 4,000 or something.
Oh, ouch.
So
a used one,
like a used big one could power a whole rig.
$2,000?
Could power a
Okay.
whole rig. Like the Foo Fighters have one in each rig. So they have the PCR 1000, I think it is the model, and they have one in each rig. And they set it like the Darkness too has one that they travel with, and in the US they're running their amps at I think two something and 50 hertz. So,
Wow.
I've done that. I have one at the factory, a smaller
have
one.
one?
Yeah,
Cool.
I have one, a smaller one at the factory. So we test the amps at 50 hertz and to 40 volts, which is what we set most of the amps for. Because I always look at it this way. Like, yes, the standard technically is 230 volts, but if that standard varies and it's more like 236 or 238, I'd rather have the amp set for 240 and have it be 4 volts under than 6 volts higher.
Yep.
Because the
Yeah,
amp
I get it.
always sounds better lower than it does higher. So most of the European amps, unless it's a specific 220 country, we set for 240 volts.
Interesting.
And then a lot of the
okay.
countries is 10 volts shy, but 10 volts shy is okay. That's like if you ran the Variac here at instead of 120, you ran at 110. It's not that big of a difference. You know, it's really not.
True.
It might be a little sweeter sounding, a little bit better.
A little saddier. Yeah.
When you go over voltage, like there's a lot of places, that's why the brown box is invented. There's a lot of places like throughout middle of America here that seems to
It goes high.
It goes high, like 126 or 120, 128. And
there's
amp,
fuzz, there's
an amp at 126 or 28 sounds brittle. It just sounds bad. It just doesn't sound good at all. So this is where the brown box comes in handy because you can drop it.
and you can actually see where it is. Yeah. But that's interesting, man.
You can drop it. Also, I always think even at 120, I like to run it like 118, just a couple volts less. Just it's a little sweeter.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's super cool, man. So it's really the hertz, like the whole story with like Randy Rhoads going to UK for the first time and all the Marshalls sound amazing. It's because of the hertz. It's not the
it's the hertz. It's kind of interesting because the hertz will also change the voltage you're reading. Like for instance, I've noticed on the bench that the voltage can be set for 240 volts, 60 hertz, and then when you measure it under 50 hertz, the bias voltage changes. So the bias changes on the tubes. It goes higher.
Wow.
So
interesting.
So it's an interesting thing.
Crazy.
Hey, you know what we should do? Our sponsors.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
Let's do those. So guys, have you checked out Legendary Tones? You guys should really check it out. If you want to add an extra gain stage, pure tube, made in the USA, to your amp, specific amps, you got to look at which amp you want to put it in. But if you go to their website, which is legendarytones.com, you can check out all the products from Dave. He's got some great stuff. He's coming out with something even more. He's partnering with Tim Caswell, and he's coming out with something. He's also partnering with George Lynch. of course, on the Mr. Scary module. But I think George is going to be using one of his amps on the upcoming Lynch Mob album. So
That's cool.
yeah, you guys make sure you check out Legendary Tones. And then also we've got fixpedalboards.com. So check them out. Dave, you want to talk about fixed pedal boards?
Fixpedalboards.com. So pedalboard risers, pedalboard interfaces, rack drawers, pedalboard lifts for pedalboards, pedalboard brackets for power supplies under pedalboards, all sorts of stuff that you would commonly need or want to use on a pedal board. So
cool.
Super cool stuff. We use them all the time in custom boards we do. So
yep, they make great
important stuff.
Yep. And then of course the next would be we've got Sweetwater.
Sweetwater, the king creme de la creme of music stores.
Yes, absolutely.
And Black Friday sale coming.
Yep. We got the holidays coming, guys. So make sure you check out. We have a link below, which is our affiliate link. Anything you buy from Sweetwater, the price is the same. It just gives us a little commission to the show, helps us keep the show going. So yeah, please use that for your upcoming purchases. I know people are going to be getting gifts and all kinds of stuff. So
absolutely.
Can you imagine the holidays are coming, man? It's crazy.
No, shh.
Save it as a link in your browser.
It's really simple. Thanksgiving, Christmas, NAMM.
Yeah, I know, right?
And it happens about that fast.
Yeah, it's like boom.
So I better get on my working on amps
before you know it. Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to be like, shit, it's in a week.
Yeah,
dude. Every year. Yeah.
And then lastly, our last sponsor is Thomann. So make sure you guys check out Thomann.
Sweetwater of Europe.
Yeah. You can get great stuff from Thomann.
And you can get stuff shipped here from Thomann too. Although in the current tariff terribleness that we've got going on, I have no idea what that means for you.
That is a good question. That's a good
yes. It's kind of ugly. I've kind of resisted ordering anything that's out of the country in recent times.
The tariffs.
I keep hearing about people like,
I don't want to keep talking about
hey, I ordered a $20 face cream, and then they get a $40 tariff bill. Like what?
Hey, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. We won't even get into that.
Yeah.
It's something that's killing us.
That's a shit show.
Believe me, everything that we do is affected.
Oh, I can imagine.
And not only like that we do as an amp company, but everything that we do in our life is affected by this. Our prices of everything everywhere is affected. And there's companies recently that I've seen that are actually stopping making products because they can't do it anymore. I mean, I just saw 2 in a row of 2 different products, a couple products I never knew existed, but that were like, we're sorry, we're going to stop making this after we run out of this. Sorry, we can't make it anymore because it is too cost prohibitive to make it. Can't do it. Yeah. So bye product.
Yeah, it's killing small businesses.
Yeah,
it really is.
Killing them left and right.
Booma Benz. Great show, guys. Dave, are the speakers in your cabs off-the-shelf Celestians, or are they tweaked to your spec?
No, they're off-the-shelf Celestians. Everything we use in our cabs now, so like the greenbacks are UK-made greenbacks because they only make them in UK. And the vintage 30s are also now UK-made vintage 30s because they only make them in the UK now. So... Cool. And the new UK-made green vintage 30s are a little bit warmer sounding than the previous Chinese ones. So that's actually kind of a cooler thing.
You noticed, or you?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely
definitely
on the warmer side, which I think is a positive.
Yeah, for sure. I've always been a 25 guy. I'm a greenback guy, but yeah,
you're a greenback guy, but you have both.
I am. I have both in my cab, but I'm a greenback guy for
I think
years. I don't
it's kind of interesting though. Often when you record the greenback and the vintage 30, often in the track the vintage 30 will work better.
Yeah,
It's kind of an
I
interesting
agree.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a
there's
little
something
brighter.
about it.
It's a little brighter and more.
No,
rich.
it's not necessarily brighter. Actually, technically, a greenback has a brighter high highs, like super high highs. Like it's a little sparklier on the top. And a vintage 30 has a little more high mid poke to it.
Interesting, so it fits better on the track.
But the high mid poke kind of works in the track a lot of times better. It's funny though, when you record them with the same mic position and everything, and you record them both, and then you listen back to the same, say you're playing the same riff, or you got a looper going through the riff,
right?
And you're going between the cabs, and you're listening, you're like, I think I like the vintage 30 in the track better.
Interesting.
It's almost like it's pre-EQ'd, so to speak. It almost has
I get that.
But in person, you might go, I like the greenback better. Like
the live,
sitting in front of it.
Yeah.
But how it translates,
recording and live is different.
Yeah, very different.
I have to say, it's just a different fucking thing. But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, definitely more high.
I think they're both good.
They're both great. Those are the two you want, I'd say. If you have to pick two speakers, those are the ones you want.
Yeah.
And I was always like, what about this speaker? What about this speaker? And I go, really, it's like comes down to
it's those two.
It's sort of like record. Okay, it's sort of like recording. So the two mic preamps you probably want. I mean, like, let's just not anything esoteric or weird. The two mic preamps you're going to do is a Neve and an API.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Period. It's pretty much if you can't do it with that, then you can't do it. Period. I mean, and the same thing with the speakers, kind of like greenback and a vintage 30. If you can't get it done with those two,
it's those two.
Okay, you can't. Whatever.
That's a good point. That's kind of a good point.
And I would just throw in.
Yeah, you're right.
I would just throw in a blue for the Vox.
Well, for a Vox, that's a whole different thing. So that the blue, absolutely the blue.
But for like high gain Marshalls,
but if you're doing high gain Marshalls, vintage 30 and greenback, it's
greenback
like, or a blend of the two. Come on, you can't go wrong. I mean,
for recording.
Yeah,
I used on that session with the Jose. I used 30s, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was good. So there you go.
You can get them both. Yeah, you can get both. But
and the same thing with mic pre's is like Neve or API. Well, okay, one or the other or both and done.
It's over. Yeah.
If you're building a studio, you need a Neve and an API mic pre.
And then you get your mic.
You need one of each. You need one of each because maybe in certain songs the Neve might be better and hairier and furrier and nicer, and other times the punch and cut of the API might be better. So depending on what you're going for and what kind of music and what kind of sound you're going after. But to say you need 1,000 other mic pre's, you don't.
No, it's
most records in history that you love were recorded with one console.
Yeah,
all the mic pre's were the same.
Right.
You didn't have a different mic pre on every track or every
it was all the same.
Everything. Yeah. It was all the same. It was just a board. It was a Neve board or API board, and that was it. It's done.
Yeah.
I just got for my home studio. I just got my friend makes
the Helios, right?
Makes this. Oh, dude, the tone I'm getting at my home studio now is like I can't even believe what I'm hearing. And it's a load box into this channel strip. It's like an H2 audio. It's like a Helios channel strip, basically.
You need a better load box.
I like that load box, man. You think there's better ones?
I think you can be better.
All right. I like it though.
You got a basement, just mic it.
I haven't done it yet. I haven't been home enough to do it. But
you need to put a cabinet in the basement and put some blankets around it so it's not reverberating all through the fucking time. and then
Yeah, I get
put a
it.
real mic down there and leave it. Have another
gonna
cabinet
send
that
you-
just sits there forever.
Yeah, and it just is mic'd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm gonna send you a link to this though, because I don't know if anybody here is like a
Helios is cool.
this channel strip, I'm not kidding. All right. This channel strip is like, it's like going to the studio. It's like being in the studio, no matter what you put through it. But like the analog tone you get out of this is unreal. Like through my load box, it sounds like a mic'd up, like it's as good, if not even better. It sounds insane.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Like at home, I only record one thing at a time. Like it's usually just guitar or just, whatever I'm doing. But if you're doing that, this is like the thing. Yeah, I can't believe how good this sounds, really.
Yeah, send me the
One
link. I'll
second.
post it.
I'm about to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's serious. It's a preamp, EQ, and compressor, like just in one rack.
By the way, Aaron Baumel, thanks for the super chat. We appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and providing some support to us. We appreciate it.
Hey, man, thanks.
And let's see what else we got here. The lawnmower tapes. Hey, everybody. Dave, curious as to how much formal electronic education it took to be a circuit design guru, or are you formally self-taught, as Jocko would say? Love my IRJ.
Formerly self-taught. I love that.
That's cool.
I am formally self-taught. You know what? Everything from the time I was a kid, like if I was into something, I would learn everything I could possibly know about that. Like when I was a kid, I was really into BMX bikes and things like that, right? And like I knew how to rip down a bike and put it back together, and like every little thing and all the parts and all the stuff. And this is when you had no information, man. This is when you didn't have anything. So, it's a constant learning curve. I had no formal electronic education, but I learned the ins and outs of a tube amp. And I'm continually learning. I'm still learning. So it's a continual thing,
Never ends.
I'm never going to say I know everything. No way. There's people that know more than me. And then there's some things I know that they don't know, because being real hands-on with a lot of gear for over a period of time, a lot of vintage gear, doing a lot of repairs, doing a lot of tweaking and troubleshooting, man, that gives you like this crazy background. You learn something all the time, constantly, if you're doing it all the time. On job experience, in other words.
Yeah, you become an expert.
And often on job experience, real world experience is often better than book experience only, because book experience only teaches you one side of the coin, so to speak.
Right.
There is a lot of stuff the real world teaches you more. I remember I used to have a Mercedes, and I used to go to this one Mercedes mechanic. It was a little older Mercedes, and this guy was the Mercedes guru. Well, the dealerships would bring him new cars because they couldn't fix them, because all their mechanics were like book learned, taught,
right.
And they had no idea of real world failures or real world anything. And they would bring him this car, and he was talking about that. He goes, it's insane. I mean, yes, they're book smart and they know basically what they're doing, but they have no experience.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's like a musician that's book taught, right?
Right.
So say you're a musician and you're really, you know all your theory, you know everything, and you can play, but you never play with the band.
Right.
Yeah.
So theoretically, you know everything and you're really good. But if you haven't played with the band, you're not going to be very good. You know,
Yeah.
you're just not.
No, it's true.
Because
Yeah.
years of experience playing. I mean, okay, Sammy, like you as a musician, from when you were say 20 to where you are now, and the experiences you've had, and how much have you learned? I'm not saying theory, or not saying, I'm sure you had all that stuff down early on, and reading and stuff. You had that early on, but as a musician on a real gig,
Right.
that's
No,
invaluable.
I was just talking to somebody about this. Like, I feel really lucky because I started as an ear player primarily. Like my parents were both musicians, but they intentionally never put me in lessons. You know what I mean? Like they let me figure it out on my own. My dad for sure did that. I've talked to him about it. Like I primarily learned by like slowing down stuff, like slowing down Van Halen and stuff like that, trying to figure it out. And if it was wrong, like my dad would come upstairs and be like, "Hey, you might want to listen to that again." You know what I mean? Like it's not you gotta
You
work
don't
on
have
that
it
a little
yet.
bit more. Yeah, keep working on it. It's not totally right. Um, so I could already play before I started thinking about anything theoretical, right? It could play full songs, full, solo, whatever. But when I got to high school, the orchestra teacher at my high school was like an incredible guitarist. He used to be a classical guitar teacher at Wayne State, actually. I don't know if you knew that, Dave.
No.
So he was an amazing guitar player. So he knew I could play, but I didn't really know how to read music on guitar at the time or anything like that. So he got me into like actually learning how to sight read on guitar, and learn how to like, read charts and stuff like that. But I think the best combination is like a combination of both. Like
Yeah.
internally you're playing from your heart, you're just flying with it. But to understand the theoretical knowledge is really important too, I think. But I don't think one way is the best way or the other is the best way. I think you need to have both. I feel lucky that like I started with just playing from ear and just playing the guitar.
Maybe
You know
that's
what I mean?
better.
It is better because a lot of the time, like there's a lot of people that go to music school or like go to Berkeley or whatever, and they get trapped, they get stuck and can't get out of it because you're thinking so much about what you're doing. And like really when you're playing, you shouldn't be thinking about anything, should
Yeah.
just be flying out of
Well,
you.
it should be flowing. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to be able to get to that no matter what. Like no matter what your path, everybody's path in music is different, but that needs to be the goal no matter what. Just letting it fly.
I think it's similar, even with the amps. Like when I started, I really knew nothing, and then and as time goes on, you learn more of the theory and the background behind it in the same way, and continue to do that, and continue to do so. I've always say there's way more advanced engineers than I am, extremely so. But they do tend to lack something.
Interesting.
There's a real world thing that they lack, or maybe they lack a player's standpoint of it. There's some great engineers that really don't play, or they don't have. You can't explain to an engineer what something feels like.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes sense.
if they don't play the guitar, it's almost impossible
Right.
to explain that. You know,
Yep.
oh, it should work just fine. Well, yeah, but it doesn't.
Mm.
I mean, it's working, but it doesn't sound good. You know, so there's different ways to look at this. You know,
I've
I
never
think you need a
thought
little
about,
bit of
you know,
all the above. You know, and like even I work with engineers on certain products that are beyond my scope. You know, like IRX and things like that.
Mm.
But then again, I have a lot to offer in how the end result comes out, because it doesn't have that feel right. It doesn't feel this, or it doesn't. No, I don't want it that way, because that my experience tells me that that's a bad idea. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting.
Yep.
What's interesting is like theory, music theory is only notes and harmony.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Victor Wooten talks about this a lot. Have you guys had him on the show? No.
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 I don't know. That would be a good person to have on the show, but I'm a big fan of his. But
No, he's
he
great.
has like, yeah, he's great. But his book on music, like for anybody that plays, is like the best book on music you can read, I think, because he talks a lot about like some of the stuff we're talking about now. But like notes and theory is like only probably like 20% of what it is to be a musician, you know?
Yeah.
The other 80% is like stuff you're talking about, the feel, the dynamics, you know, there's, you know, all the other stuff is a huge part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it never gets talked about really. And that's interesting. Like I never really thought about like the parallels when it comes to gear and tones and stuff like that, but
Yeah, it's the same.
it's
It's the
completely
same kind of
true.
vibe.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
It's an artistic thing.
Or anything, or mixing, or anything to do with sound.
Same thing. Mastering, all of it. Yeah. Or mixing live even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's a feeling. You're trying to capture a feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tricky. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Could you fake pinch harmonics with effects? No.
Why?
yeah, I don't,
When you can just do it with pinch harmonics.
yeah.
That's my thought. Why? You just deal with the pick.
Pedrito is the best. Hey Dave, I have the modded Plexi with the BE and HBE mod. Do you ever add a volume boost knob on the effects loop return? I feel like I need one.
Sure, I can do
That would be
anything.
cool.
Sure,
Okay.
I can do that.
All right.
I've thought about trying to get that mod myself. That's a cool mod.
Yeah,
Adding a volume boost on the effects loop return. Yeah, I guess.
it's
Or
just
just
basically
not
a volume.
effects
It's a
loop,
volume
like,
boost,
for the-
basically.
HBE channel or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have the old school. You don't have a master and another gain for the HB or anything. You just have more gain.
I have the old one.
So,
Yeah.
so you have an old
Me
one.
too. I have the older one too. Roger Dat, aloha Friday, gents, and mahalo for another great show. Thank you, man. Dave, you tout the Celestian reds and blues for all around top shelf drivers. What are your thoughts on the Alnico golds?
Man, the Alnico golds are also really good. I mean, the blues are good. The Alnico golds are good. You know, some people like the Alnico creams, but I don't like those as much as certain things. I like the golds and the blues more, and the reds more for sure. I mean, they're all cool speakers. It just depends on what cabinet you're putting them in. Like, I like reds in open back cabs. Richie Faulkner puts reds in a 4x12 though. So hey, you know, Richie's awesome. He just got a Jose.
Oh, he did?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
He did. He texted
Cool.
me out of the blue. Hey, I got a Jose and I'm having this problem with it. I'm like, oh God. It sounds like you have a dead
Cool.
preamp tube. But and I'm like, hey, you know, you could have reached out to me to get
Yeah, right.
You didn't. You could.
That's cool,
I mean,
though.
like he has a lot of my amps actually.
Well, that's good.
He's
like
awesome.
he's got like 6 of my amps or something like that now.
I think he's awesome. I love Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a badass.
I hit him up. I'm like, hey man, maybe we should come visit the show again. We should do another like post almost dying show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know,
I can't believe the shit he went through. Yeah, it's insane.
Oh my god, he went through so much shit, and he still had a couple strokes. Like little tiny strokes that has still affected his playing.
His hand. Yeah.
Really?
But I mean, like he can play most stuff, but there's some things that are really hard to play now because of the strokes. So he has to he constantly gets therapy to try to like regain some of that.
Oh my god, I didn't know it was like that. Wow.
Well, I mean, it's enough where he can play the show and it's fine, but there's some stuff that used to come easy, evidently, that doesn't quite come as easy anymore.
Got it.
So it's like a certain like timing or sort of something. So I mean, like he almost died. Come on, I mean he really did almost die.
Right.
I mean, like his heart exploded on stage, literally.
Insane.
So
an aortic dissection is like crazy.
That's a major thing. And luckily he was in minutes from like the #1 like heart hospital like in the US or something.
Thank God.
Yeah. I mean, like he was so lucky to be where he was. And I remember when that happened because I have had a long relationship with Mariah, his wife, girlfriend, wife, what girlfriend?
His wife now.
Wife now, right? Did they get married?
I think,
which is George Lynch's daughter. I've known her since she was 15.
Yeah.
So, and the minute I just had a kid, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, I just like,
I know
I was like, oh shit, oh no, is he okay? You know, like, holy crap. I remember like feeling, because I've literally known her. I've seen her since she was like 15 in my shop with George.
She's very nice.
And she's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, George Lynch is coming on at the end of the month, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Talking about the something.
The last Lynch, I think. Yeah, not talking about nothing. He's talking about
something.
Yeah, the last Lynch mob.
Isn't he coming on with David?
Well, he's coming out with something with David, but I think it's the last Lynch mob album that he's.
But it wasn't this set up by David.
It was set up by David.
But isn't it to talk about something he's doing with David, or isn't David coming on too, or no?
I don't know if David's going to come on.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I don't know if David's going to come on. I can check with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely check with him. But yeah,
it's cool.
So that'll be fun. Hey, I got to run, but I want to
wait. There's one more super chat, isn't there? Or no? Oh no, that's select. No, we got that.
We got them all. Yeah, but Sammy, man, I'm so proud of you.
No, I love you guys.
No, you're doing it's so awesome. Just to have known you for several years.
Yeah, we didn't even get into the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, we did.
Not really.
We did
a little bit.
It's all right. We got into it.
Cool.
Well, I mean, we could still talk a little bit about it. Let's before I run.
Before we end. So, what was that like?
How's it going, man? Yeah.
How's it going?
With the Goo Goo Dolls?
Yeah, what's it like playing on the stages you're playing now and to the people that you're playing now? And I know you played Red Rocks, and that was a emotional experience for you.
It's been amazing. I mean, Dave, I mean, obviously, for anybody that doesn't know, Dave got me the gig with the Goo Goo Dolls. They went to Dave asking, you know, who should we get to do this? And you recommended me, so I'm obviously eternally grateful.
There's lots of sushi in that.
Yeah, I know. Their manager was joking with me about that earlier. It's like, so Dave's taking a cut right of this whole time. Yeah, he was joking.
But you know what?
Yeah, it's a sushi cut.
It's well done.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. No, whatever. But no, it was really last minute. Their manager called or texted me on a Sunday night at like 1 a.m. and I was like going to sleep, saying, "Hey, this is so and so from the Doo Dolls. Hey, you think you can learn the show?" And they sent me like a YouTube video, you know, and
Here's your
and I said,
here's your stuff. A YouTube video. Oh boy.
yeah. So, but you had let me know like it might happen, so I knew it wasn't like a joke or whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't a total surprise.
Yeah. So I was like, I was still shocked, you know, because yeah, I was shocked. But yeah. So I said, of course, yeah, just let me know what you need. So he said, all right, I'm gonna call you tomorrow morning. And he didn't call. So I woke up and I started working on it, you know. And later that evening he called me and said, all right, the first show's tomorrow. You're gonna be there, we're getting you a flight.
Wow.
So it was crazy. I had started working on it like when I got the text, but it's not enough time, you know. Like at first I started working on it like, all right, it's a normal tour, like you memorize all the music and all that stuff, you know, but
it's from a YouTube video.
yeah, but it was too crazy to try to like it was just too nuts. It was not enough time. So I ended up like I wrote it all out, you know, and the first show was the next day. So I flew there. I barely slept. It took all night to do that. You know, it was like 25 songs.
Wow.
It was nuts. It was extreme stress, I would say.
Yeah, well, I might have took a few years off Sammy's life with this one.
Yeah, it was very, very, very stressful. But anyway, I showed up the next day. Yeah, and we did it. It wasn't perfect the first night, you know, but they were so cool about it. When I got there, they were like, "All right, if you only want to play a couple songs, it's fine." But I was like, "No, I'll do it. You know, fuck it. Let's just go do it." Which yeah, it was cool.
I remember you were saying you're staring down at the set list and you're like, I don't fucking know any of these songs.
I didn't. I mean, I always loved the Voodoo Dolls. Like, I love their music, but like, I only knew the big, you know, the hits. You know,
Yeah,
like what everybody knows, that the whole world knows. You know.
Yeah.
But they play a long show. They play like a 2-hour show, so it was like, and some of the songs like weren't out yet, and all the arrangements on all the songs are different than the album. You know, it's like shit like that, where you're just like, oh, fuck, you know.
Right.
But no, it's been incredible. I feel really, really lucky to play with them. And I owe it all to Dave. Dave hooked it up. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's been amazing. So it's all good.
Well, you proved yourself that you're worthy of the gig. So that's really what it comes down to, right?
Thanks, man. No, it's been awesome. So
cool, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on again, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then for any of you again, Sammy's new album is out. And
it's out now. Go check it out.
There'll be links in the bio on the video below. There's also links in the chat.
I'll post it. Yeah, it's all in the chat, but I'll post it.
And I think there's a streaming link also that Sammy might have sent you also.
I've got all the links.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
So guys, check out his album and go buy the vinyl. It's purple. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's all pre-mins on there.
Super cool.
You'll hear.
Hey, I need one of those.
Exactly.
I'll send you one.
Send me
no
one.
problem. And Mark, yeah, you too. All right. Yeah, don't worry. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, Sammy, while we say goodbye.
All right,
guys, we'll be back in a couple weeks. I think we got Tim Caswell coming on from like the famous Tim Caswell mod for Slash's amp, and the famous Soldano Caswell preamp. So Tim Caswell's coming on, and then we also have George Lynch. So keep an eye out for those shows coming up.
Cool.
And, Sammy, thanks again, man. All right.
Yep.
No, thank you guys.
Hang on 1 second. We'll sign off.
Yeah. Everybody have a great weekend.
All right. See ya.
Cheers.